Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to this new tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be talking about or demonstrating most of the people, especially beginners, they find a lot of difficulties while doing the painting. They get a muddy, they get a dull watercolor when they apply color, and the reason why it happens because you are doing something which is not acceptable in watercolor. so, so you should be knowing what exactly you are doing, what wrong method you are using. So I will be talking about that, and I will be displaying this particular particular subject where I will be painting, and I will show you how you can make your artwork more contrast, more vibrant, and look neater, right? So let's go ahead. Before this, I will sketch it here. The problem statement will be here, and then we'll move into this. What is the solution, right? So that makes sense, right? So let's go ahead. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. And if you want to learn watercolor in a next level, you want to take your watercolor in next level, check my Patreon membership. There you can just take your watercolor journey in a way where you really want you to take your desire to paint watercolor in a different level. So it's a beautiful way to connect other artists. So check that out, and let's move ahead. This the same thing, I'm going to sketch it here. So let's say you have this ship here. uh, so this is under construction shape, it's in yard or whatever it is. Make a multiple line here, maybe few people here, very random, very straight things I'm just showing you here, like this. Just assume that this is what you wanted to paint. Okay, so what is the wrong? What is the biggest problem? Most of the people they do is they first thing what they do is they take a multiple color. It's very important, right? Um you take a, suppose you wanted to paint this ship in a red, and you have just taken red color, okay, and you just applied it here. And then what happens is you also wanted to give some other color also into this, and you just apply it here like this. And what you will do is they'll just some other color also into this. Okay, all good here, right? You'll be happy that okay, I've just made this. Then uh, upper section of it, okay. So what happened after, right from here, is when when you just start making artwork further, what you will do is most of the people, especially beginner, they what they do is they start color. They apply the color here like this. Some color, whichever the color they feel as most relevant or most desirable to them as per their reference image or whatever. So they just take like this, they see in a reference image, right? Your color is still wet, and since your color is already having a moisture, there's a lot of water and it's not even dried, You're actually applying the color in it. Wherever you feel there should be some value, and they just start pouring all the colors, all the places here and there. Okay, this is the problem. Now see where you were, how you are going now. Your color is whatever the color, the value you see in your reference image or whatever, wherever you are sourcing that. You just put that color like this, a small tiny stuff like this. You apply your all hard work. Actually, you're feeling you're actually doing a lot of hard work. You're applying things in a more diligent way because you feel like this is important. Because when you paint, you see a lot of values in your reference image or even from your imagination, and you feel like, okay, I should be applying these things in this, and this is what gradually start happening. Okay, you're not allowing your first layer to dry. That's the biggest problem, my friend. So let it dry. You have not dried your first layer. That's the number one rule to get the vibrancy in your artwork. And top of it, what you did is you are applied the first layer, the red color, and that's not even dried, and you have mixed all the color possible. So you mixed everything together, all the colors, something from the cool color, something from the warm color, all that, and you are just start pouring all that everything here like this. Okay, everything, it goes like this. Let's say you want to paint a human here. Now you just a human figure, and you pour the color here, and still it's wet. You just put some more color here, and something light happens, and you messed it up. So it's all gone. It's everything is like this is how basically the problem happens. You just take a color, you take some color here, some take color here, because you see a lot of values, a lot of interesting elements in your reference image, and you get excited, very overwhelmed with that, and you just apply everything here. And this is where the problem is. Okay. Uh, at least uh, this is somehow it's good. But I've seen many, because even if I wanted to make it a little clutter, I can't make it because I know the some rules, and that's the reason it's still looking good. But I've seen many of people who just messed this up. I mean, it really it doesn't look good at all. So I think we need to come out of that. We need to have a proper mechanism, proper method in place when you paint. So I'll just take it out, and I will come back to this particular artwork where we want to follow the exact the method we wanted to apply in our artwork, right? So I want you to stay here, look everything here right from here. I'll be fast. I'll be painting very fast, right? So let's start with this. I want you to check my Patreon membership. I want you to support me on there. And you will be getting a lot of tire benefits. You'll be getting a lot of tutorials, exclusive content, sketches, a lot many activities what I do in a regular basis. It's like a fun activities all the time with you, and you will be connected with several other fellow artists with you, that will motivate you to go further with yours. So you can't just painting like that. So you get an inspired from other people also, and that's exactly it happens. in my watercolor art community, and people from across the globe, the people are learning there, and I want you to be there. I want you to join and and see how your watercolor goes. Right, so let's go ahead, and I will be applying the same thing here because we wanted to make uh, this shape in a red, right? So I'll just make this as a red here. You just see I have just taken only one color. If I wanted to change a little volume, I'll just take a complementary color. Probably I'll just take a burnt sienna little here, and I mean, even if it is not a complementary color, but that's fine. uh, so this is the color, and below this I wanted to make things a little darker. So I've just used only two color here, and I will just make things here. Actually, the ship is under construction. There is work going on. So that's the story of this. And so I want to make it even a little more darker. So I've just taken the darker pigments here from ultramarine blue, and just poured it here. Like this. Okay. I've just taken a little water here and let it bleed a little bit. That's the beauty of watercolor when things are getting a little blending. And see, this is the time my water is still wet. I can just put some depth here and there, whichever is required. And that's exactly, I'm just doing it here. Okay. And there's a few people there. And we wanted to make this the upper part of this. So I'll just use the same color here as well. Hope you are able to see. Okay, and very impressionism sort of work here. I don't want to go detail of it. And here, whatever the color it is, I'll just take this. This is the possibly the house where all this maybe factory, you can say. So I've just taken the same color there. It's all complementary way to take this. This is very far away buildings because you can see the front side of the sea or river, whatever it is. And this goes like this. Now, see, I have not used any, I'm not taking any other color and start working on I'm not. The moment I'm going to take any other color here and start, it's still wet. And if I'll go in that direction, wet on wet kind of a technique, it's gone. I mean, if you're not able to handle it, it's gone. So you should not even think about it. You should not do certain things. And this is where I want you to, take a get a right understanding. because the moment you're going to make things a little anything which is not even dried and you have just applied some color there, how we did in this I mean the previous one, it's gone. So it's very important for you to understand this matrix. This is very important, right? Now, where we can have this? Now we have, since this is the, let's say for this is the shipyard or whatever, and there is a, just next to this there is a uh, sea or river, whatever it is. So we wanted to have a reflection of this guy. I mean this shape. So since it is a red, I will just take a little red here and I just poured it here a little, here in this, like this. Not much, just a little, very little. Okay? Stop. So this is the time you should say, hey, I should stop. This is enough. And I want to let it dry. I will not work anything. This is the method. This is the way you should be approaching to make your watercolor look neater, fresh, and there is no any muddiness in this. Just look at this now. This is how basically there's a lot of muddiness came here uh, in your first layer itself. Now imagine when it's get dry and when you'll apply certain more color here, things will be finished. It won't look good. Now look at this. You see the vibrancy, see the freshness of your artwork. And this is where you have to practice. You have to put more effort. Okay. So what next? Let it dry. How you can dry? If you are so hurry, you can't just, you're dying to to paint. Use your wife hair dryer. That's where I do. I take the hair dryer, uh, my wife's hair dryer, and I use it. Blow, 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 blow. By the way, I've given her a new one. So it's getting dried. It's getting dried, dried, dried. Okay, now I see things are getting dried. Let it completely dried. Cool. This is all dried now. I can do magic here now. Okay, this is the time when you say, okay, now I can just do whatever I want, right? And this is the time when you're working on this. Take same color. If it is a red, I will just take a little darker version of this. That works really magic. Okay, so I'll use this two color here, and I'll just make some patches here, some work here. If I want to make some strokes here, I can just do something like this. I can do whatever. That it shouldn't be completely different color. I can't use the yellow ochre here directly. The moment I'm going to use it, and this is where the people are making things messed up. Okay, so don't make it mess up. And even if it is happened, no, it's okay. I mean, it's a part of learning. You should take that. You should also understand this. This is the learning, and you should enjoy that. I'm just in my course. tell all my students that make mistakes. There's nothing wrong in it. The important part is what I'm just doing. I'm just enjoying. That's more important rather than getting a good, great artwork and all that. I mean, so that you can just do anytime you want. Okay, that's not a big thing. That's not a uh, you will anyway reach there. Okay, you will reach there. What is more important is to make things more memorable, more interesting for you. Because if you're not enjoying the watercolor, then I mean, there's no point, right, to paint or do anything. Why we paint? Just understand why we paint. We paint because we want to get pleasure. We want it to feel good. We want to uh, we want to discover. We wanted to have a self-realization. We want to have a fulfillment in our life, whatever it is. Okay, don't make this complicated activities. Make it fun activities. Now what I'm just doing, and I'm just making the, I really don't care what's there uh, in the reference image. I don't care. I literally don't care. Okay, all I'm just trying to do is looking at my fresh eyes what it can be, how we can make things. Okay, and this is exactly, I'm just doing it here. Now let's uh, color a little these people here, maybe something in a red, something in a completely different color, like this. Make it fast, fast, fast. And guys, I want you to please check my Patreon membership. That's very, uh, I'm sure you'll be getting a lot of benefit. Okay, I offer, recently I had a tour in India on my easel tour. I visited across the different places and I painted and I just shared my process. So these are the people, man, uh, making things a little more tidy here. I want you to just look at that, but same time I'll just also talk about my experience of India on my easel. So what I was just saying is that when you when you when you connect with several other artists in my Patreon membership, you connect with a lot of people across the world who's passionate like you. They are really like they just want to take their journey in a different level. So it's important to connect with them, and you should have some source. And I'm providing those source. Now it's all up to you how you wanted to take this. Okay. So the connection is so important. And this is the shipyard, etc. Just working on something. I'm not. I'm not just trying to make things too many clutter. Though it looks clutter, but it is not. If you look at carefully, I'm just making things more. Uh, it's more like I wanted to make it more believable. That you should believe that yes, it is. There's a shipyard. People are there standing in front of that. So make things believable, not necessarily to make use the entire things more realistic way to tell your story. That's not right. You'll get a lot of philosophy in my in my Patreon. Uh, in my Patreon community. Lot many things are happening, my friend. If you just wanted to stay here, that's absolutely fine. But that's also a great way to support me as an artist to create more videos for you like this, because I'm just spending a lot of time and effort into this, my friend. So if you believe that it's really worth for you, then come forward and join my Patreon membership. Now I see how it is going here, right? So uh, maybe something here, reflection of it. Does it really looks like a clutter? No, it is not. And this is what you need to learn. You need to bring in your daily practice, right? And I conclude this. This is what we have, my friend. So now, now imagine you are working from here, and people will go here and just apply here something and say, "Oh, Nitin, yes, I saw something here, and I saw something here. I did something this, and I did something here, and I just did something like this, like this, like this, and gone." This is where the people are having a lot of problem. They, even though they just do something like this, you need to achieve this, you need to get a practice on it, and that's exactly I'll show you in my Patreon community, where I'll just, but what I see normally, people, when you look at this video, and when you'll go in actual practice, you'll find some issues, you will find some problem, and to overcome with that, you need to practice, you need to connect with the community, right? You need to be consistently practice, and if not, then you will be stick with like this and say, "Hey Nitin, you just showed me, but it's not working out for me. I'm just still doing something like this, and I'm just messing around that." And what happens is, after a time, you will say, "Watercolor is not for me, Nitin." Watercolor is not for me. It's so tough. It's so unforgettable. So that's not the reality. That's not true at all. It's not true at all. Watercolor can be learned with, I mean, with a proper dedication, for sure. If you are desire to paint, if you really wanted to learn, you can go for it. But most importantly, how you're connecting, how you're devoting yourself, how you're practicing, who's your mentor, that's really important, right? YouTube video alone doesn't work. You need to have a mentor. You need to have some instructor who can just instruct you to go forward, right? So I think it was a good preach. And thank you so much watching this tutorial. I will be coming with a new video very soon, and till then, enjoy, take good care of yourself, paint a lot, laugh, live, and have a peaceful life. So thank you so much, everyone.